Lesson 2 is on distributive property and simplifying expressions. So what we want here is to combine things that are like terms. So what does it mean to be like terms? Well, it's either numbers or letters that go together. So numbers is one option, and letters is another. Okay, so let's look at all the ones that are numbers. Well, here are our numbers, and we're always going to circle the sign that goes with it. So the sign that is in front of it is the one that goes with it. So when we put these two together, we get 5, because you took 7 minus 2. So then our letters here are negative 2n, and then I can't combine these two because they're different, so this is your answer. So you can't combine something that has letters and something that doesn't have letters. Okay, they both either have to have it or they don't. Second one. All right, so let's look at this one. Letters, letters. Okay, so I have a positive 8x and a negative 8x. Well, that gives me 0 x's, and I can just call that 0 as my answer for this. Okay, so again, what you're doing is you're putting stuff that have like variables together. And if they don't have like variables, then you can't put them together. Okay, distributive property. So distributive property means to take this and to distribute it to all parts of the equation. So what I have here is 7 and 7, so that gives me 49. And then this 7 is going to go out and meet the 10b, and I'm going to multiply those to get 70b. Now, I have to look and see if I can combine those. Well, this one is numbers, and this one is letters, so they can't be combined because they're not the same. So this is my final answer. Okay, same thing for number 4. First, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to distribute it. Well, negative 5 times 7 is negative 35. And then negative 5 times 4n is negative 20n. Again, look to see if I can combine these. Here's just numbers, here's letters. They're different, so I can't combine them, so this is my final answer. So let's look at some that we are going to be able to combine them. Okay, so first thing we have to do is we have to distribute. So we're going to take this first. Negative 10 times positive 10 is negative 100. And then negative 10 times negative 6x is a positive 60x, and then this minus x is going to come straight down, okay, because we didn't do anything to that, and because it's not in parentheses, we do not distribute the 10 to it. Now, we're looking for things that have letters and things that don't. So, here's our numbers, and then our letters are positive 60x and negative x. So we can bring our numbers straight down because there's nothing to combine it with. But then this one, we have 60 and negative 1. Well, 60 minus x is just going to be 59 x's. So then I look at what I have, and they're different. I have numbers and I have letters, so I can't put them together. So this is my answer, the end. All right, so this one is a little bit tricky just because you're not really sure what you should distribute. Well, this negative sign, pretend it's a negative 1. And then I'm going to distribute it to both parts. So all it does is it changes the sign to negative 5x and negative 6, and then I'm going to bring down my plus 6x from right there. Okay, so then we look for our numbers and our letters. Well, here's our only number, so I can go ahead and rewrite that down there. And our letters for this are right here, which is going to give me a negative. So I have negative 5 plus 6, which is positive x. Okay, and that's your answer to that. So our last one's on here. We're going to distribute and combine again, but there's a few more steps to go along with this. So you might have to distribute twice. So here's our first one. This negative 9 is what we're going to distribute. It has to go to both of these parts. So negative 9 times negative 10 is a positive 90r. Then negative 9 times 7 is minus 63. Okay, so then in the next part, we're going to take this negative 8 and we're going to distribute it to both parts. So first it's going to go to the 9 and get negative 72r, and then distribute it to the outside and get negative 8. So now is where we look and see, okay, where are my numbers and where are my letters? So number, number. Those are going to go together. So I have negative 63 and negative 8. Okay, so think about it. You have negative 63 and then negative 8 more. So you're going 8 higher than that. So it's negative 71. Then my letters are 90R and negative 72R, which is going to give me 18 R's when we take those away. Okay, so then I look at those two, and I see that one is just numbers and one is just letters, so this is my answer. We're going to do the same thing on this last one. Distributing here first, so I'm going to get negative 42b minus 14. Okay, and over here I'm distributing a positive 4. So I get plus 20 and plus 20b. So now I want to look and see where are my numbers and where are my letters. So here's a number and here's a number. Let's put those together. Negative 14 and 20 is going to give me a positive 6. Then my letters, negative 42 and positive 20, are going to give us negative 22b. And since I can't put anything else together on that, then this is my final answer.